I had the most cunning plan for this inlay that was sent to us by Into Resin.
Uh-huh.
It did not go as I hoped.
No.
Not at all.
No, it did not.
Hey folks, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
So I ordered this from Into Resin. It is their water ripple inlay mould.
It is.
And a few months ago, I got their water ripple inlay jewellery pendants. And I absolutely love those. So I thought I'm going to get the inlay because it's beautiful.
It does look really nice.
It does. Now, that's where my wheels fell off, really.
Yeah, you unboxed it.
So my intention was to do something with this tray, but the inlay itself is really thick.
It is. It's massive. It's about the same size as the tray. And
it is actually the same thickness as the tray itself.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, that's not going to work. And then I was really I was bemused because I don't know really what to do with it. So I thought, okay, let's completely scrap that idea. We'll go to plan B, which is I got a couple of sort of trinket tray kind of things.
Yep.
I got a nice rectangle one and I got a bubble one. You can see how thick it is there. Now, normally when I make my own inlays, I make them about
it's a sliver,
2-3 millimeters thick.
Yeah.
But you can see it in some parts, it's actually thicker than the tray.
Yeah.
Now, I tried this against every single tray mold that I own, and it would be fair to say that I have a few.
A couple. I think you've got a couple. Yeah.
I've got literally, I've got probably around 30 tray molds.
I'd say probably more.
And it was as thick as every single tray mold. So I thought, I want to have a go. So my intention was to do a reverse inlay. You'll see what I mean. Stick with me. Stick with me. I had a plan. So I got a couple of little medicine
jar pots,
and I added some sand, and then, to be honest, what's a make without a bit of glitter? I added a little bit of the rainbow fine glitter into each one. Yeah, that's just a little bit. Because I needed some. And then I thought that might not be enough. So I added some of the opal glitter because I wanted it to have like a shell effect.
Yeah.
I wanted it to pretend it was shells. So it's glitter disguised as crushed shell. Okay. That was my vision.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mock it. It's artistic. So I then added a little bit of resin into the sandy bits.
The sandy bits.
The sandy pots. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I poured into each of the sort of the rims of the trays, I poured a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. And the reason I did that is because I wanted my intention was that I wanted the resin, the sandy resin, to run quite nicely around.
Yeah.
Whether or not that makes any difference, I don't know. But I felt like it was the right thing to do.
Good thought.
So then I just go round the edge of both trays with the sand and glitter mix.
Yeah, the glittery sand.
Yeah. And actually, at this point, I was really pleased. I was like, oh, I'm very happy with that. I had quite a bit of resin left over.
Shocker.
I'd miscalculated massively. So I thought, in this video, I'll do a 2-for-1. I'll use the rest of my sand on this. So this is also an Into Resin mould. This is a shell mould that we got some time ago.
It's a pot.
It's a little pot.
It's a little trinket pot.
No, it's a little pot, little ring pot. And Kirk made this a couple of weeks ago. But one of the suggestions that we had was to make a little diorama in the top. So I thought, well, I'll just do that.
You'll have a go.
I'll have a go. Yeah. Why not? I was feeling very beachy today.
Beachy.
It was quite warm. It hadn't quite got to the crazy heat that we got to, but it was a little warm, and I thought, I just need to do this.
Yeah. I want to be on a beach I
Yeah.
can't, so I'm going to make one.
Beachy things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, that was the rundown of my mind.
Yeah.
So now I'm making, again, 3 of these little medicine pots are, do you know, the best things that we have, because it means you can make up little tiny amounts and not dirty the great big cups.
Yeah, so they hold about
30.
right to the very top is 30.
Yeah.
But you do tend to struggle stirring them if you do fill it up to 30.
Yeah, I find that 20 is the most optimal amount for these cups.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's what I do. So it's just a couple of glitters, and then I got some now these are resin inks as opposed to resin. No, I lie. They are resin dyes as opposed
to inks.
To resin inks. Yes.
Well done.
Oh dear. You can tell the heat's got to me.
Yeah.
So I just make up a dark, a medium, and a light. I'm gonna guess that everybody knows where I'm going with this now. What do you think?
No. Where are you going with this?
It's the sea. You've got the sand and the sea.
Right, okay.
That's my intention. Now, as I said, I cannot put that inlay into the tray. It's just too thick. So what I thought was, if I pour the resin into the tray, I'll lay the inlay over the top.
Yeah.
And then theoretically that should work. That was my hope. Ideally, don't get me wrong, it is a beautiful, beautiful inlay.
Yeah.
It's good quality. It's just too thick.
Yeah, and there's no way that you could trim that.
Yeah, there's no way you can trim the thickness of it.
No.
And for what I suspect most people would use an inlay for, it's kind of a bit surplus, really.
Because you
would use them in trays and pots and things like that. I mean, if you were making a sort of piece on its own, it might be okay, but
or something really deep like a table.
Yeah, but if you were doing something really that deep, you'd want something. You'd need it to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, you mean in
size?
In size, not thickness.
Yeah. You need it to be a lot bigger. So,
but that's the only thing that at that thickness
is the only thing it would do.
Yeah.
But at that thickness, at that size, it's too small to do anything that's suitable for that thickness.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a great inlay, but there are some buts. Now, because I was doing it as a reverse inlay, what I did is I poured a little bit of resin onto the inlay itself. My intent was to try and prevent as many bubbles as possible. Whether or not I'm successful, well,
we shall see.
We shall see.
Stay tuned.
To be honest, I'm not overly bothered, because if you do get a bubble, it's the sea. Seas have bubbles.
Do they?
Yes. My seas.
And fish.
And fish. There's no fish in my sea.
Well.
No.
Uh-huh.
That's my sea, and there's no fish in it.
Yet.
So I put it down, and of course it promptly then tipped over the side. And I was like, oh. Yeah. At this point in the make, I'm not going to lie, I was literally giving up the will to live.
The air was as blue as that resin.
Yeah. Because I had a very specific thing that I wanted this inlay for, and it's too thick for it. And no matter what I did, it was too thick.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, you made the best of it. I think you did with...
But, to be fair, I think in the whole time I've done resin, I have used an inlay this way maybe one time before, ever. Because to me, you stick it on the actual mould itself, it's a lot easier. Anyway, back to this one. This make went a lot better. So 1 out of 2 isn't bad. I took that out and I was like, oh, that's quite nice. I like that. So my intent is to fill up this little lid and make it into a little sort of oceany.
Fish pond.
No, it's more of a it's
Or like a little rock pool by the sea.
It's a rock pool. Let's go with rock pool. So I have these really cute, tiny little fishes that I got ages and ages ago, probably from the Chinese site. I am denied about whether or not I'd use these, but I wasn't sure. But they're really
the rainbow shells.
Yeah, they're really pretty. And then I've got these sort of gold effect stones,
yeah.
and then I've got some little starfish shells and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'll just have it all around me, and I can decide what I'm gonna do as I do it.
Okay.
So the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to have a bit of a like a cliff edge effect. So I poured some resin and I just popped these stones onto it, and I go all the way round.
Okay. So while Nikki is creating her cliff edge, I would just like to say a quick thank you to our Glitterati members for allowing us to entertain you with Nikki's faux pas.
Yeah, because they don't happen very often, do they?
No. No.
At least one per video. Anyway,
yeah. So anyway, you get an extra special. Thank you very much.
So you can see I've just gone around the edge to sort of give it, I don't know what I was aiming for, kind of a rocky sort of effect.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to be hyper realistic. It's in a pot. So I wasn't going for realism. I was going for pretty.
You weren't going for realism?
No, I was going for pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I did is, to save on cleaning up, is I added some resin, and then I added my drop straight into that, and I mixed it in the pot. Because can you see I've got that nice little sort of ripple wave kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Wow.
I was very happy with that. I was like,
it's almost like you knew what you were doing at that point.
Yeah.
I said almost.
Probably a bit of luck, if I'm honest.
More luck than judgment.
Yeah, I would say at this point, probably. Like everything I do, more luck than judgment. So then I've added my fishes in. And I didn't want them to be super obvious. I wanted them to be a
stealth fish.
No, not stealth fish, just more sort of, you
have to look at the top.
Yeah, what I wanted it to do is that when you look at it, you think, oh, there's more.
Yeah.
Sort of not just
layers.
Yeah, layers. I wanted it to be like an onion. Anyway, I took my fish out because I didn't like how it was looking. I thought it needed that colour. So I took them out.
Yeah.
And then I added the colour and I put them back in. Now they're not super obvious, but they are. That's really helpful. That wasn't it?
They're not obvious, but they are.
Yeah. So they're not. You have to. You see them, but then you look closer and you
see them again.
You see them a lot clearer. I know. Look, it's been really hot. Okay, I think my brain is fried, like literally fried. Anyway, the fish are in. That's all that matters. The fish are in.
They? I can't see them.
I know, but if you look, they're really obvious. See? Now, I wanted to add these. I've got some of these little silver shells. And in my infinite wisdom, I thought, oh, I could make these into like a clamshell and put a little pearl in them. Why I had that idea, I don't know, because it was so fiddly. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
It looks quite cool, though.
It really does look quite cool.
Yeah.
I persevered. And yeah, oh dear, did I ever persevere? But I was really pleased with it. I have to say, I'm so glad we do not have a swear box. Because if we had, it'd
be full.
Yeah, we'd be bankrupt. Never mind full. So this is a day later. And this is the removal of the inlay.
Yeah.
And you can see it has gone onto the tray pretty well.
Yeah.
I actually put it into the G3 because I knew that I'd want to have it quite bendy when I took it out, because there was all this overlay and overspill and whatnot. So that's why I put it into the G3. But look how beautiful that is.
That does look really good.
Now, I really like that, but it's so thin because that inlay is so thick.
Could you have not just left it, taken out the inlay, and then just put, I suppose if you put some more resin on top, you'd lose the...
Exactly. If you put more resin on top, you'll lose the pattern.
Yeah.
So you are really sort of limited to how useful this would be. Well, when I say you, I feel it's quite limiting to what I can do.
What about if you mic'd it or did something to that and then covered it?
No, that would work. That would absolutely work. And I think that would look really nice, but it didn't match the vision that I had for that particular...
Okay.
For the make. It's not why I wanted it. I specifically wanted it for water effect in trays, like to do this very tray with the beach on the outside, the sea in the middle. Yep. You know, that's what I wanted. Now, this tray, I have to say, I love this tray.
I like how you've done that. I like the sand at the top.
Yeah.
I really do. I really like that.
Yeah. Now, it does, I mean, it really does look nice, but it's so thin that it's just not practical. It's not practical at all. So there's quite a bit of doctoring that has to go on. I have to, and what I do is I put some more into the top of the tray.
Yep.
But it makes it a lot more shallow, which is a shame.
And you've also then got the recess underneath.
You've got the recess underneath, exactly. So for the purposes of this particular tray, that is what I have done because, you know, I can't, it has to be a finished tray because, yeah.
So you couldn't have just left it like that because it was too thin?
No, because and at this point I realised that it's so thin, there's a couple of holes in it. As you can see, you can see the resin going through it there.
The little bubbles on the bottom.
The little bubbles on the bottom. Yeah. So once again, the air turned rather blue. It was a really blue day.
Excuse me.
You're right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting rid of Kirk.
Just put some bones in my drink.
So yeah, there's holes in the bottom of the tray, and I'm like, oh, what? Why? So anybody who's watching this going, you can't do that with UV. I am fully aware what you can and cannot do with UV. But needs must. I had to seal that hole, otherwise all the resin that I just poured in was going to be literally
out
all over the G3 tray. So yeah, I was not impressed. So I do eventually tip it out, and then you go, you're just gonna have to do it this way.
Bit of a repair.
Yeah,
a quick repair. Yeah,
it's a real shame because I do like the pattern.
No, I think that looks really good.
I mean, what I have since done is I've actually taken the inlay, and I've done a silicone mold of a resin cast of the inlay. So I got the inlay.
Yeah.
I put resin on it.
Yeah.
And then I've done an inlay cast.
Right. Okay.
And it's about 3 millimeters, and it works far better. But,
okay.
Yeah. So, but it is something that I will feed back to Into Resin.
Yeah.
But yeah, this tray was a complete write-off. So that one in the Bruno box. This one, I think I'm gonna be able to potentially save it a little bit. But again, in its current form, I would not use that inlay again.
No. But like you say, you could actually do you could actually get the inlay.
That's what I've done.
Make
That's what I've done since.
Make a mold of it.
Yeah, I did that off camera.
And in its current state, you couldn't really do anything with it.
Now, this is the shell pot base.
Yep.
That's nice and dry.
And how did this one turn out?
Well, I was really pleased with this one. I was very pleased with this one. This one made me happy.
That to be fair, is a really nice mould.
Made my heart sing.
Did it now?
Did.
What did it sing?
I so nearly fell for that. I actually nearly fell for that. It had the words shiny in it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this, I saw you struggling with this when you're...
My at this point in the day, my hands were really sore.
It's... Well, because that is not fully secured yet, it is still a little bendy on the hinge.
Yes.
But once it's fully cured, that hinge doesn't move.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And it's... But that, I think you did really well.
But that one
looks
I am
really good.
so pleased with. I love that one. I'm like... And it really didn't take very long. I thought faffing about with the top and putting the, the
shells and stuff.
The shells and stuff on it would take longer than it did. But yeah, no, I was genuinely chuffed to bits with this one. This one more than made up for the not so good on the others. So there you have it. There is my makes. Wholeheartedly recommend that pot mould. It's beautiful.
Yep. I think
the inlay, I definitely recommend it because it's a beautiful pattern. But what I would say is be prepared that you are going to have to make your own inlay from that inlay.
Yeah.
If you want to use it in things like trays and stuff like that.
And if you're watching this Into Resin, just make it a tiny little bit thinner.
Yeah, just a little bit thinner. That's all we need.
Yeah, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So anyway, on that note, what do you think of the makes? Let us know in the comments. And hopefully we will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.